life. Good evening, y'all. We have myself, we have John, Thirst City Cichlids, and we thought we had Stephanie from Aquaria Life, but
I'm here.
she kind of, well, all we see is the birds in the background of her bougainvillea. And we're supposed to have Spike Jones coming on. I don't know where Skipper is.
Spike Jones, I love that.
Spike Jones, yeah. My brother-in-law, his name is Skipper, and not Skipper, Skip. And my brother's father-in-law would always call him Spike instead of Skip. So I call Skipper Spike sometimes. This Spike Jones, an old singer. So other than that, how's everybody doing? How's your fish? How's anything breeding right now?
I've had some Corey's breed.
What kind? What Corey's?
The orange Venezuelan.
Oh, very nice.
So I had two clutches. First one about 20 fry, and the second one about 35 or so. And they were only about a week apart. One was after a water change, and then the other was just, I don't know. They were happy.
Well, that's good. I mean, did you separate them out, or did you leave them in the tank?
No, I separated them, pulled them out into specimen containers, and fed them some white worms for a bit here. They're on to fine ground flakes, so we'll see how they do.
Very nice.
Of course, I just had like a work emergency. So just
I'm
sorry. No. Give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem. I will. We've had a busy week here. I kind of went on a spending spree.
Uh-oh.
You know, I had some retail therapy after all the screw ups with the tanks and everything. So this week I actually bought 103 discus.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
What kind?
Some red spotted greens, mostly green discus. I don't know. They're small to mediums right now, so it's hard to say. What they'll be. So I'm gonna let's say hello to people first. Hey Rico, no, my back. Actually, I just took a muscle relaxer right now. My back is terrible. I lifted. We went fishing 2 or 3 days ago, and we found this great tree stump in the shore, but we had to pull it up into the boat, and that thing weighed like 500 pounds. And I woke up the next morning just excruciating disc pain.
Oh, wow.
So I've been on muscle relaxers and pain pills for the past 2 days. So I just couldn't. It doesn't feel good when I sit.
Yeah.
Well, as a back surgery survivor, I'll say I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm a back surgery survivor of 22 years ago, which was the best thing that ever happened, but I must have done something again. So, and unfortunately, as the case may be, my wife flew back to California this morning, actually, to work on our finances since we've had that big unexpected expense. And so she has to go back home and find some money for us.
Well, as you know, Dr. Anthony, I've been a little bit out of touch. So what was the unexpected expense? You said you had some drama with tanks again?
Well, our tanks, our shipper ran off with our money. Never shipped us our tank. So they were stuck in storage at the port at a cost of $300 a day.
Oh my God.
And so we got a bill of $35,000 to get them out of the port. We were able to negotiate that down to $10,000, but we still then had to pay shipping to Akita. So it was a total of about $15,000 that we had to spend that we weren't expecting to spend. So,
and then that doesn't include the money that the
yeah, it doesn't include the money
stole.
that the shipper took from us to begin with. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, those things happen. You know,
Are,
sometimes you get unexpected costs, and that was a major unexpected cost.
are you in possession of the tanks now?
No, they're on their way. There was a short that I posted last week showing the tanks actually leaving the port
I
on
thought I saw that.
a truck. So they first get trucked to a city called Pucallpa, which is about a 15-hour drive from Lima. And then from Pucallpa, they go on a boat that takes anywhere from 10 to 14 days to get here. So today was the 10th day. So we didn't hear anything. So hopefully Monday or Tuesday they will arrive.
Okay.
So, and once that happens, then it's, you know, all hands on deck trying to put the glass in all the tanks and everything. So it's not a good time to have back problems for sure.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You're going to
Are
have to
any of
point
your-
fingers and ask for help.
Well, we have, yeah. That's what I've been doing the last couple of days.
Are any
Yeah.
of your feet numb? You have any numbness
No.
anywhere in your
No.
extremities?
You know, I'm tingling down my sciatic. So, you know, same thing that happened when I had the bulging disc before when I had surgery. So, you know, we'll see. It'll go on forever. We'll see. As long as I don't, you know, if I lay down, I'm fine. If I get up, I'm not fine. So, you know, those things happen. But
So what happened to the dude that stole your money?
He's still out there. We're, you know, we're gonna deal with him after the tanks arrive, not before. You know, let me say, go to the participants and say hello to people. Alishan, hola, hello. Misa, welcome. Andy Carson. Oh, Quarry Life. No, not her again. Let's see. Cosman, Dennis Christensen, Jeff Kane, Linda Worth, Muppet 929, Rico Stanny, and Window Liquor number 5. Welcome. And I'm not sure where the hillbillie is. He said he would come with us tonight. But he's not here yet. Unless he's down below us. I don't think he's down below us, so nope. So we were just talking about what people are breeding. Does anything breed for you there, Stephanie?
Yeah.
What else bred for you? What other pleco? What other rare pleco
you know what?
bred for
No. I back up. So Melanotania marasi or marasi, however you want to say it. I don't even have a spawning mop in that tank, and I will notice little fry at the top. So if I want, I can just scoop them up. But unfortunately, I don't have any other plecos breeding right now. But I do have 236s breeding in 3 tanks. But I'm gonna. I put a.
That's it. Only 3
yeah,
tanks.
only 3.
Yeah.
But they're in like 3 tanks. And then I put a spawning mop in my Melanotania Papui tank because Skipper wants some Papuis. So I'm gonna breed up some Papuis for him.
Well, Papu on him. He's not here. He doesn't get any.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
We live close to the beach.
So you trying to brag that you live so close to the beach? I mean, is that what you're bragging about now?
No, it's just like the summer. It's like those planes. They go, you know, like with the banners.
Yeah. Got the banners. So let me show you what I spent my money on this week. Retail therapy to overcome my my
frustration.
Let's see. I'm trying to share a screen. I can never do this right. Share a screen. Window. Let me go here. That window's not open. Okay, yeah, that window. So Share. Oh, I got to hit share. So let's see. So these are. Let me go full screen with this. Go full screen. Okay. So this is a brand new Tetra that was brought to us from one of our fishermen. This Tetra actually bright blue body. It didn't show up in the photos. It was caught in the same area as the full red pencilfish in the Sanipa area. Let's see. Okay, so just some more pictures of it. I have, I think, 30 of these.
That's a pretty Tetra.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is a brand new epistogramma from that same area. So these are all unknown species or undescribed species.
And how many of the epistogramma do you have?
Probably about 50.
Oh,
excellent.
Yeah. So these are the full red Sanipas. Had to take some more pictures of them.
What are those?
The full red pencilfish.
That's
from
what I was.
Sanipa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
And this is an unknown plant that kind of like a, Amazon sword type or but it's a tuber. So more like a, Palagitan or something of that sort. Don't know what it is. I took some tissue samples and maybe get it genetically analyzed to figure out what it is. But
How many are there? Do you have?
I have like 10 of these plants, but I don't have permits to bring that plant. So these have to stay for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a brand new Ancestris from Sanipa. It actually is more orange yellow than the photo appears. So
pretty.
It's a little bristle nose. Some Cory. That's not the one I wanted, but this is another Cory from the Sanipa area, and they actually call this the giant orange laser because it has right below the dorsal fin, it has a little bright yellow orange spot. And we only have 2 of these, but they're relatively big.
It looks
Cory.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks big in the cup.
Yeah, so you can see the yellow on it.
You can tell it's going to color up.
Yeah. And this is one from the Rio Blanco, which is south of us, that was given to us by the fishermen after Carlos went there and gave them, some classes on how to take care of their fish and stuff. And they think it's a hybrid. But in any event, it's an undescribed species.
They look like they're in good condition. Look how chunky they are.
Yeah, we treat our fish well here. Then I bought some banjos. They call this the red banjo. Has little white stripes, a chevron on the body. Then this is Banjo Blanco, the white banjo. Very, very seldom seen in the hobby. And then I bought 6 big chameleon loricarids, and they broke the bank for me, even more than the discus did. Another red banjo.
Like, what do you mean by break the bank?
Well, those chameleon loricarids from the fishermen are about $50 each.
Mm.
So yeah, I only bought 6 of them because that's he probably had 50 of them, 60.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I can only take so much out of my fund pile to pay for them. Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
Now, are you bringing those all in?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I'll ship them back in September when I come back. Yeah. Excellent. I have to find a new shipper because the guy who ripped us off is the guy that the exporter I usually uses as his international shipper. So
that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
So upsetting
Yep.
that happens.
Are there
Well,
many shippers in the area, or do you have to get down to Lima? I'm assuming to
yeah,
find
you
them.
have to get down Lima. We just have to find someone. There's we know a lot of in-country shippers, but not many international shippers. And so we're going to be doing some investigation to try to figure out, who we can use to ship back for us. Because all the exporters pretty much use the same shipper, and as far as we know, he's been blackballed by everybody now. So he's his business is going to suffer because of what happened to us.
That's a good opportunity for another shipper to step up to the plate.
Yep.
So how much was the shipping that he took? Was it like $5,000 or something like that?
Yeah, a little over. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, not the first time I've lost money here in Peru. It won't be the last time. So
Yeah.
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 As we were driving to town to go to the bank to put the money in, Carlos looked at me and said, we could have bought a pickup with this money. Yeah, we could have. We could have bought a pickup for the research center. But, unfortunately, you do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep moving forward. You get stuck dwelling on that.
Yeah. I'm it's, it's over and done with. There's not much. We can't go back and change it. So that's just the way it is.
Now, how many boxes do you think all of those fish will total up to when you import them?
Well, if I send all those discus, there's about 7 boxes just of discus.
Just discus.
Yeah, just discus. But I'm not sure if I'm going to bring them all home. I'm just going to have to look and see what they look like in 2 months right before I leave. Then leave some here for the aquarium. We already have probably 30 or 40 full red spotted green discus for the aquarium, but we probably should put some other ones there too. So Depths Unknown wants to know if you're the hillbilly today. I guess you're the hillbilly today, Steph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gladly.
Yeah, who is the hillbilly?
Hillbilly is supposed to be
Skipper. I just
texted
texted him a minute ago to see
if he may be on a call, so who knows?
Stephanie's the Huntington Beach hillbilly, huh?
Yeah, the Huntington Beach hillbilly. Double H. Yep.
That's cool.
So nothing.
All right.
New.
So the tanks are coming in.
Tanks are coming in.
Hopefully in a couple of days. Then it's all hands on deck to get them into place. You're going to start dropping glass.
Are you going to celebrate with champagne when they get there?
No, Carlos can't drink anymore, so I'm not drinking here.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have a drinking buddy anymore.
What a bummer.
Yeah. So Cosmo wants to
FaceTime me, and I'll have a shot of tequila with you.
Okay, you have a shot of tequila for me. Shot of whiskey for me. So Cosmo, I do have tank capacity in California. I have 2 empty 125s for the discus, some empty 75. So yeah, I can make room. I can kick out all the shrimp I have, or feed them to my discus.
Don't let Patty hear you say that.
No, I'm joking. No.
Notice the smile.
Yeah, I'll have tank space. Hopefully.
Now, do you, Dr. Anthony, do you take pre-orders on fish? Do you, if someone wants a group of the red pencil fish?
Yeah. They just have to know, they just have to bear the cost of shipping too.
Of course.
I make no money off these fish. In fact, I lose more money than I normally make just because of DOAs. If I bring fish for someone and they die, I don't expect them to pay for it. So, I take that risk. So yeah, so if I have enough fish that I want for myself, yeah, for sure.
It looks like people are wanting those apistos, Doc.
Yep. The pistos are always a good catch. Yeah.
Especially if they're an undescribed species.
Yeah. And since they're all in a tank together, they may color up much better when they're breeding. So that's the nice thing about it.
Well, I'll have to send you my wish list then.
Send me a wish list. I mean, we went out fishing this Thursday, and we caught a lot of fish. We didn't keep them all because we were only looking for certain species to bring in for the aquarium. So we threw back lots of things that people would really like, but I'm not going to bring them in just to bring them in unless I know someone wants them. And the water's still kind of high, so it's still not the prime fishing time to go right now. So
when you're deciding on a species that you want to have in the aquarium, you're then determining the location. How many locations from around Peru are you going to represent? And then how far, maybe what is the farthest trip you'll take to a location?
We're primarily going to have just local fish with, in an hour boat ride from here for the freshwater stuff. Because most people, as I say, you ask people how many fish they can name probably 5 species of fish, because those are the fish that they eat. They really have no clue what they have in their river.
Wow.
So we're gonna primarily have just local stuff. We have a room just for nocturnal fish, so we have a nocturnal room. So people don't go in the water at night. There's a lot of superstitions about going in the water at night. So
like what?
Well,
do tell.
There's still the idea that the sirens will beckon you into the water and kill you. You talk to many people, the sirens are going to get you. So don't go near the water at night.
That's so interesting.
So, yeah, that's just, there's still a lot of those beliefs. In fact, one of our workers had a dream last night that there was a bunch of monkeys at the research center. Well, locally, if you have a dream about a monkey or monkeys, that means someone's going to steal something from you. So he came in this morning and said, we have to really be mindful today and tell the guards to watch out because, someone's going to steal something from us today. And he was serious. And so they still have they have these beliefs from eons ago that they still keep with them.
Wow. Cosmin is wondering about the red coral pencilfish, if they are both sexes, because it seems to be that they're quite male heavy.
They're only bringing in males when they bring them in, but the tank, the fish that I showed were only males because I have the males and females separated.
Oh, but you do have females?
I bought 50 males and 50 females.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Jeff Kane is wondering if you could put out a list. Maybe he says maybe we can help cover some of the shipping costs.
Well, of course they're going to have to cover shipping costs if they want fish. That's just, we all will share equally. In the past, shipping costs, including all the paperwork, is about $250 a box. And so, it's never, if you, like, we caught some really nice pike cichlids, some of the red pike cichlids. The problem with pike cichlids, the big ones, is it's only 2 per box. And so that's extra $125 a fish that, for most people, that's just way too much for a pike cichlid. But, when I bring in fish, I show everybody, this is how much everything costs. I'm very open, when people go in on fish with me, because, I bring in fish that I want to bring for myself, for my own hobby, so it makes it easier for me to do that as well. So yeah, once the end of the summer comes, I will make a list. I will be going to. This is the first time I ever said it, but I'm actually going to go to the Clash this year, and
Oh,
Very
sweet.
cool.
I'll be bringing some fish to the Clash, whether to put it in the auction or have room sales. I don't know. I know some
That's
people do room
cool.
sales, but it just just depends on how I feel. If I feel if I want to be exclusive or inclusive, give everybody a shot, or just handpick who I want to sell fish to.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. If you guys are anyone have new summer tubbing tanks or tubs outside that they're having success breeding in? If so, in the chat, share what you're doing,
Yeah,
and I'll shout you out.
my wife will let me know once she gets home tonight how the fish are doing.
What do you have outside?
I have some guppies in the one large tub. Then in the pond, I have some golden top minnows that I brought back from Florida, some flagfish, and a pup fish of some sort. I forgot what it was that I got in Florida too.
When did you go to Florida?
In December, I went there to give a talk
Okay.
at the Tampa Bay, at the Pasco Club with at Grant Aders Club, and so I went for a couple extra days, and we went out collecting fish.
And have those been out? Have those been outside the entire time, or did you move them out?
They've pretty much been out the entire time, and they overwintered well, because we really didn't have a cold winter this year, as you guys know.
Moderate.
It just stayed cool a lot longer than it normally has. So
it's still cool.
If anything, they should start to breed within the last month, because that's when water temperatures have been going up.
So Jason has got a tub with celebes and luminatus in it, blue dreams, and lots of fry and shrimplets. Jason, are your celebes and luminatus in separate tubs or in the same tub? I'm assuming it's a separate tub.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It sounds like in the text it's the same.
I'm surprised the shrimp are. I wonder if the shrimp are in the same tubs too, because shrimplets are always good to a meal for a lot of fish.
Well, I breed. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have pseudomugil poludicolas outside, and I'm breeding blue dreams in the same tub.
Oh, really?
But they're smaller. They're smaller fish.
Yeah.
Same tub. He said it's the same tub.
Oh.
So I'm not really sure what hatched.
Well,
that's cool.
You'll find out in a month or so, especially outside. They grow a lot faster in tubs than they do in your aquarium, because there's a lot of microorganisms for them to eat. So,
would the celebes and the luminatus cross breed?
I'm
just curious. I know they're different sizes, right?
Yeah. Potentially. I don't know. I am not quite sure if they would. But that'd be an interesting mix.
Yeah. Rico has guppies and cherry shrimp in the big tub, nothing in the pond, and nothing in the smaller two tubs.
Well, maybe he has frogs too.
Alshon has a good idea. Maybe buy a hobbyist table at the Clash.
Well, when I checked on a table for the Amazon Research Center, they only had one table left, and that was in a corner. So
that's actually a good idea, to be honest with you. If a bunch of people wanted to ship in.
Yeah. So we actually didn't get a table, because he said it was in the corner, and I'm not sure it'd be worth having a table like that, especially when I want to walk around and talk to people. When you have a table, you're stuck at the table the whole time.
Yeah, unless you have a crew that can man it for you. Yeah, you're kind of obligated to be there.
Yeah, because it would just be me and not my wife. So, I'd have to sit at the table the whole time. And,
Yeah.
So Stephanie, I had all kinds of plans to put a few tubs in the backyard this year for the first time. I haven't done it before, and those all completely failed. So no backyard life except for the phone call I got from my son just before the stream that we have a red ear slider that found its way into our pool. I don't know if that counts, but
yeah,
I have some life in a body of water in the backyard.
That's right.
I wonder if it's like one of your neighbors.
Yeah, our Carl, our red ear slider, liked the pond, and Wilma, before her, she liked the pond a lot too, and she disappeared. So we don't know what happened to her. Maybe some raptor or some raccoon took her away, but we still got Carl, because we always knew Carl, because every time you come up to the pond, since Carl was hand fed, since it was quarter inch size, it always comes up and begs for food from you. So it's easy to tell who Carl was.
Yeah, Stephanie, our backyard is surrounded by a block wall fence, and so there's no way that the turtle dug its way in. So yeah, I would suspect a neighbor's turtle found its way intentionally or accidentally. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have to find a home for a all too common. Mm-hmm, yeah.
So Scotty says they do have vendor spaces that are more towards the middle, but wouldn't be free like the hobbyist tables.
Maybe send that slider to June. June, do you want another slider?
Well, they're kind of illegal to ship.
What?
So I'd have to drive it up to June.
Where's June live?
Central California.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she's a Californian.
She's a Cali. She could do a Cali cruise stream.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, we should have her on. I was gonna text
no pressure,
or
June.
email
Love you, June.
Jimmy.
Lots of pressure, June. I need to find a home.
Love you, June. Vendor spaces are 10 by 10 and 125.
Yeah. But then again, you have to sit there the whole time.
Well, that's just how it rolls, if you want
to make money.
But you could have someone maybe help or switch off with you. You know what I mean?
But, then you're obligated to give people fish.
I know. It's a big responsibility. I know. I did it.
You did it at Fishtoberfest, so you know what it's like. At least you had your mom there.
I had my mom with me too, and at least I could disappear for a minute if I needed to.
Yeah.
So that was really helpful to actually have someone with you. It is helpful. I tried to talk her into coming to Fishtoberfest this year, but she's gonna be on a cruise.
Oh, cruise.
Yeah.
We can only do one trip this year, so it was the Clash. Luckily, I already bought the tickets and everything before the tank fiasco, so it's not like I'm spending money now that we don't have. So or my wife would have said no. She probably was still anyway.
Stephanie, you're going to Fishtoberfest. Are you going to any other shows?
I'm going to the Clash.
Oh, you are going to the Clash.
I'm going to the Clash. I'm going to the Clash. And my friend Chris Layton, who's actually my mentor, my Pleco mentor friend, who I met through Rachel O'Leary. I've known him now for like six years or so. But anyway, everything I've learned about Plecos, I've learned from Chris, and he's going to be getting out of the hobby. He's he's getting older and he wants to retire fish keeping, and he's going to be bringing a whole bunch of really rare fish, really rare Plecos, I should say. for a really good deal.
To the Clash.
So
To you.
what? No,
Real-
no, no, no. He's bringing them to sell.
Oh,
Thanks,
okay.
Scotty. I love Chris. Chris is just, he's the best. But no, I'm going to be helping him with his table. I'm actually going to fly into New York and I'm going to help him. I'm going to fly in early. I'm going to help him bag up his fish. He's renting like a big van and he's bringing, I mean, not only fish, but he's going to bring like driftwood and just a bunch of equipment that he's had for, you know, through the years. So, I mean, what I mean by getting out of it, like he's actually getting out. So, but he's got zebra plecos he's bringing. He's got super white, L236 super whites. He's got L236. He's got 173s. So he's got all of the really rare stuff that if you're interested in, you know, you might want to go to the Clash. So.
I'm suspecting that now that you've mentioned it, folks are going to start sending their messages. Right, here goes.
No, but yeah.
You don't forget
so
your friends. You know, don't forget your friends to have that a pre-list to be first on the list of what
That's
you
right.
bring.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So no, he's great and everything I've learned really, I mean, a lot. I talk to him all the time and everything I really learned, I learned from him and I'm so grateful. And it's really helpful to have a friend that's been the planes again.
That's
Helicopters.
okay.
Who knows what's going on? But no, it's really helpful to have someone that's been breeding fish for like many, many years that you can call and bounce questions off of and you know, it's helpful. It's nice.
It is always a little sad though when someone leaves the hobby,
Yeah.
especially someone with that kind of experience and knowledge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a big in-wall tank. I think it's a 250. I could be wrong, but he keeps some older clown loaches. And so he's going to keep, I believe, his clown loaches he's going to keep and some other stuff that's in there, but he's going to keep those. But all of his breeding tanks, the plecos and stuff he's getting rid of. So.
Sounds like a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone that needs a super white or a zebra pleco colony.
I wasn't going to bring money, but maybe I'll need to bring money with me.
Yeah.
Or a credit card.
Yeah, I know I'll find out ahead of time what payment methods he's going to use because he's a little old school about payment methods and stuff. Yeah. So I'll find out and next week I'll try to have that info so you guys can plan ahead. But no, I'm excited because you know, some of my good friends are Maria Z and Skipper and Jason and Kirk and you know, everyone on the East Coast, really, Patty, and I'm excited. Is Patty going to the Clash? Someone say if Patty's going to the Clash. And Color Guppies.
Okay, I'll say Patty's going to the Clash, but I don't know. You said someone say Patty going to the Clash.
I don't know, but anyway, so I'm excited because I don't get to see them often. And oh, cool. Rico says Patty is going.
Patty is going. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Maybe I'll wait for the Clash to bring Rico his snacks.
That's cool, Vinay. Yeah, Rico saying Vinay is going, Patty's going. That's awesome.
You have to do it there.
Yeah. So
Rico says
cool.
Last year 60 people, more than 60 people from the community, and this year should be more than 100. That is awesome.
Well, that's good.
Cool, June. I'll email you.
She'll send payment on Wednesday. You can send me payment if you want to, June, as well. I mean, I accept any form of payment. PayPal, Venmo, crypto, you name it.
Crypto.
June's
send Dr. Anthony all your Dogecoin.
Yeah. Well, my
what was that, Stephanie?
I said June's buying some 236s for me, so that's exciting because I've only got like too many.
Yeah, you've got helps. How many do you have total? I know you have many tanks.
You guys really want to know? It's okay. There's three tanks. And a 55 has just got a lot of adults in there. In fact, there's some eggs that I noticed that had gotten kicked out that were not salvageable. But then I looked in last night with a flashlight, and there's a different male on eggs. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's little babies flying around that tank, and then there's a hang on marina breeder box of about 50 to 60 in that marina breeder box. Then the other 240 breeders have little babies all flying around. So that's not counting the adults. So I probably got 100 to 120 babies, just babies. Not counting the adults or the sub-adults, or you know what I mean, or the bigger juvies. There's a lot. They're in overdrive out here.
You can single-handedly return them to the wild.
Yeah,
probably.
Yep.
And they're RB line too, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that helps. But I wish my super whites. As soon as we get done here, I'm gonna start moving stuff around. I pulled out some tanks that I'm gonna put a 20-gallon in where I had a 10-gallon. I'm gonna start moving things around. That 20-gallon is where those babies that are in the marina are gonna go into. A pond. I'm gonna put one of my retirement communities out here in a pond. It's I'll throw a heater in it, and those are probably going to stay out here. We're in Southern California, so the weather is pretty.
Retirement community of what?
Nice.
L236s?
No.
Oh.
Green neons, ember tetras, stuff like that. I'm going to put them out here. So I can free up that 40 breeder.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to drop the temp down to about 78 for some things that need a temp of about 78, so I can get stuff breeding, like Corys that I want to start working on again. I need to move stuff around.
I hear you.
The orange lasers and the green lasers I want to start. I need them to breed. They're on hiatus. I don't know what's going on with that, but I need those going.
Yeah, those are great Corys.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
That's the bad thing about being here all summer long. That's my fish room gets warm, and that's when things start acting up. And so, I'm sure my discus are breeding or eating their eggs and babies now. So nothing I can do about it.
So do you notice that when the garage gets really warm, you have more breeding, or you mean acting up? You mean like?
Well, more breeding, but most of especially with the discus, even though I keep my tanks heated, most of the time they start breeding in the fall. I don't know why the fall does it to them. Last fall is when I had all my, all the discus, the blue diamonds that I had start breeding for me. And no idea, why they started then and stopped in the springtime. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that, like with plecos, if you move them, sometimes they'll go on hiatus for a while. They'll stop breeding for a while, and then they'll start up, and then sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Cold water changes may trigger them. A lot of frozen foods may trigger them. Dropping the TDS may trigger them.
Yep.
But you never know.
Yep. You never know. Fish will do what they want to do when they want to do it. That's for sure.
Well, Dr. Anthony and Stephanie, I know I have a short time frame today, so I apologize for leaving early. But
thanks for staying.
Yep. It's good to see you both. And
I think we'll accept the fact you have to go to a graduation party for family. It's a good reason to get out of your car now.
It is.
Your family's saying, "What's he doing sitting in that car?"
And there's a burger waiting for me as well.
Oh, okay, that's even better. Yep.
That's a good reason.
Yep, that's even better.
It's great to see you both, and thank you to everyone on the stream. Good to see you all on the stream.
Okay.
See you all soon. Bye.
Okay. See you next week.
Amisa or Amasa, I'm not sure how to say your name, but thank you so much. Amisa, thank you for modding. I think she's the only mod in here.
She's the only mod, probably. Yes.
Thank you for modding. You're so sweet.
All my mods have left me.
Left the building?
Left the building, yep. Need to make some new mods someday. Someday. I don't even know how many people we have here. How many people we watching? 33. That's not bad. That's a pretty good for a Saturday afternoon, evening, where people should be outside doing their stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye, Rico. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye, Rico. I know you have a live stream coming up here. Focus on right after this one. He has a focus on, so you all go there. Whenever we're done here, even before we're done, go see Rico.
Hey, Vanoski.
Vanoski. Hi, Kelly. Fish Fight. Okay. Is Vanoski a Californian?
He is.
Oh, I see. I don't know where all these people are from.
Well, I don't know where he's at exactly. And he's got some amazing, beautiful tanks, by the way.
I've never seen his tanks.
He has a YouTube channel. Thank you, Amisa.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some beautiful tanks. I forget. I think he's in Southern California.
So Vanoski, where you're from? Tell us. Tell us. I know when I go back,
he may not want to tell us.
Okay. He may have a knock on his door. Yeah, but when I go back, I'm gonna redo my fish room. Do it more so it looks like Aquascape instead of walking into a fish store. You know,
That'd be cool.
I need some plants and things of that sort. Even though I can't grow plants, I can grow plastic plants. I'll just have plastic plants. That's what I'll do.
So you know what's weird is I don't understand. Well, I mean, you're in Fountain Valley. It's a different water district, right? So
yeah.
Your water is a lot harder than mine.
Yeah.
Mine. Oh, Vanoski's in Anaheim. That's cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So my water yesterday it was 300, and I only know because I was doing water changes and I check it. Today it's back down to like 210.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been 210 or 220 for a long time. But you say your water is like what, 300 to 400?
Yeah, I haven't checked in a while, but last time I checked it was like 330.
So the reason I bring this up is because of plants.
Yeah.
You know, obviously they do better in softer water, right?
Yeah.
Or most plants do better in softer water.
Yeah.
Cosmin says Aquascape cleaning sucks.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Jeff Kane says that he's avoiding the sun. Jeff, I would keep avoiding the sun if you can. If I could get out of California, I would, but I can't.
Maybe when I get to retire, we'll move, but probably not, since all the kids live in California, and
exactly.
I don't want to move away from the kids, so
that's the problem.
Yeah, even though I don't like the traffic in SoCal, but once I retire, I don't have to worry about traffic.
Not only that, but just taxes, and it's so expensive to live in California. Not to mention a bunch of other stuff that we just won't get into.
Nabo Cobb Fan 87 is also from SoCal.
Where? I wonder where he or she is from.
Where are you from, Nabo Cobb Fan?
Oh my gosh, his GH. I'm assuming his TDS.
Yeah.
Went from 450 down to 100 since the past October. So that's a good TDS.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what the GH or the the pH and everything else is, but usually if your TDS is going down, usually you're getting into the softer water, typically.
Good evening, George Aquaballis. How's it going?
Hey, George.
George, I hope you didn't get rid of the shrimp. What shrimp did he have? He had the High Desert. He's from High Desert. Naba.
Wow. So
Hey, George. So what were those shrimp, George? What were those shrimp you had? Those red striped ones. I see. I'm.
Are they for saltwater?
No, they're freshwater.
Are they the Sulawesi's?
Yeah, Sulawesi's. Don't get rid of the Sulawesi's.
Maria Z got some too.
Really?
Wait, he says the Sulawesi I have no more.
Yeah, so you're you guys hoard everything.
But I wonder what happened. He doesn't have them anymore?
Oh, he was trying to get rid of them when I went to visit him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
So you got rid of them. Oh, well, okay. No big thing. Should have told you then, but, I still owe him money for some fish I got from him. So, we'll just have to wait till I pay him back everything I owe him.
That's funny. Well, we all know where to find each other, right?
Yeah. It's not like, maybe I'll stay in Peru. Maybe I won't come back.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need help with your fish garage and I can help
No
you
problem.
do water changes or anything.
My wife may call you.
George hatched a bunch of, I don't know how to
Notobrancus-
pronounce it.
Notobrancus derhami.
Koi. Wow.
Bunch of fry. That's good. That's good. I hope his tanks are doing well since he had a problem with his tanks about a month ago.
June.
It could, nothing worse than having tank problems and really not knowing what's going on.
George, I know. Whenever, honey.
So he owes you money?
Good for you.
Might as well just pay Stephanie then. Bypass the middleman.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's not like we're gonna all skip out of town. So
yeah,
we all know where each other's live.
We're all in the fam.
Yep.
It's all good.
Well,
That's
anything else going on in life?
I'm working too much.
I hear you. Sneak a few Oscars. June.
Oh, nice.
Oscars are problematic sometimes because they are considered a food fish. And food fish aren't allowed to be exported out of Peru, but sometimes they let Oscars go. We caught 2 Oscars on Thursday when we were out with the seine. 2 nice big Oscars. I actually have 5 or 6 big Oscars at school that I raised from babies that were shipped back to me from Peru. So sometimes we can ship Oscars, sometimes we can't. It just depends on, what the authorities let go sometimes.
So people eat Oscars, I'm assuming? Is that what you mean by food fish?
Yeah. All the big fish they'll eat. They eat the big geophagans, Jurapari. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take my students down to Berlin Market, which is, the marketplace that has every animal known to mankind. I was gonna take some videos to show people what fish and what animals people actually eat here. They'll eat everything. I made alligator for my students the other day.
Did you fry it?
The local caiman. No fry. That's a good.
Or did you fry the alligator?
No fry. I baked it.
Okay, maybe it's because I'm from the South and we fry everything.
Yeah, I mean, they fry everything, but I don't fry anything. My wife doesn't let me fry anything.
Does it taste decent baked, though?
Yeah, it tastes really good. Well, it tastes like chicken. It really doesn't have much of a taste.
I think everything tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken. Steak. Even chicken tastes like chicken.
Do you know what I miss, though, about the South, or I should say the South, is like crawfish, Creole, etouffee.
I was in Louisiana for 3 years going to school. So, yeah, I miss crawfish, a good crawfish boil.
Oh, yeah.
I actually miss the potatoes and the corn more than the crawfish.
Yeah.
Because that's, all that seasoning, the Zatarans and all of it goes into the potatoes and in the corn. So
it's so good. It's so
yep.
good. Okay, I'll stop talking about it.
No, that's okay. We're, next week I'm probably going to do some guinea pig for those of you who like guinea pig. We're going to grill up some guinea pig.
This is so sad.
They're food here. They're not pets.
Yeah.
So, you gotta think beyond pets. My student wants to try it.
You're in a different country. It's different there.
Yep. The only pet here are dogs and cats.
KJE says that they eat Oscars in Florida.
Yeah, Oscars. Peacock bass, Arapima. Yeah, we actually caught a decent peacock bass too, which is not easy to do because normally when they are trapped in a net, they'll jump over the net. And so we had a special way of catching them. Pets or meat. Yep. That's the eternal struggle. And we have two of my students here are vegetarians, so it makes it a little bit more problematic.
I was about to say that, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. They don't like to look at meat, so I told them that I wouldn't cook the guinea pig until they leave, so we'll have to wait a couple more weeks.
I mean, is it even worth it? Because it's so little, right?
No, the guinea pigs here are much bigger than our pet guinea pigs. They're like little mini pigs. So
Richard Reynolds is going to the Clash. That's exciting. For those of you that don't know Richard Reynolds, he is so cool. And his fish room, I wish I could go see it in person. Maybe one day.
Yeah. Yes, for those in Southern California, Alex from the Dark History of our Aquarium will be at the Scape meeting in Long Beach this month.
Wait, Secret History?
Yep.
Oh, so that's cool.
He'll be at the Plant Club this month. So go see him or not.
So what is that in Long Beach? What is that? Is it a club or what is it?
Yeah, Scape, the Southern California Aquascaping Club.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's an aquascaping plant club. Yeah, I've spoken to them a number of times in the past. So they normally have like big swaps. So it's normally, some good prices on things. Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, boys and girls, it is now, I call it the Dark History instead of the Secret History. I call this channel the Dark History. That's just my my joke. Depths unknown. So next time you're in a stream, say, hey, Dark History. Because it, can be a dark history. Can be a secret history. And with that, I thank you, Stephanie, for showing up tonight. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah. My back's all jacked up too. And the reason I asked earlier if you had any numbness, because I've got numbness in my left foot from my back being jacked up, which means it's usually an L4 or L5 issue or something like that. So I need to get an MRI, basically. Yeah. I'm just ignoring it and pretending it's not there.
Yeah.
Like that's going to do anything.
Even if it gets worse, I mean, there's no MRI machines here in this city, so I'd have to wait to get back to get an MRI anyway. So, I can complain about it. That's about it. But the work still has to get done. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Well, you guys go watch Rico's channel. Cora Works is going to be the guest tonight.
And do hashtag dark history.
There you go.
Hashtag dark history. So thank you everybody for showing up. Thanks Stephanie. Thank John for coming. I don't know where the hillbilly went tonight. Hope he's doing okay. Misa, thank you very much for modding for me. And thank you those who showed up. Sorry I didn't say hi to everybody personally. But you know me and technology, I'm not the smoothest when it comes to
forgive
technology.
you.
Okay. So with that, I say do your water changes, hug your family,
do your water changes.
Keep them close, and I will
Love
see you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
That was fun.